Hello guys, what's good? How is everyone doing? Hope you guys had a peaceful week. Once again, it's your boy and the Potter in the building, and I'm here to bring you another banger analysis on US dollar pairs. As you guys know, every weekend I come on here to review what's happened on the market during the week and what to expect for the coming week. But before I jump into this one, guys, if you are new to my channel, please show some love by subscribing to the channel, and if you find this video helpful, feel free to give us a like and share with your friends that are into forex. And guys, I have good news for everyone that has been supporting my channel, because you guys has been amazing. Like the last video I made on Euro USD last week got over 100 views. So that's massive. That's so much love, guys. I really appreciate everyone supporting this channel. And you know, on my last video I said that the reason why I haven't opened a Telegram group is because, you know, the channel, I just started the channel, you know, I'm still trying to grow the channel. So for me, it will not make sense if I open a Telegram group whereby I will have only like 5 people on there. That I want the family to grow a bit before opening a Telegram group. Then some people started reaching out to me. People that have been finding my video helpful started reaching out to me, saying that I should, you know, consider opening a Telegram channel. So no matter how small we are, with time that we are going to grow. So after giving it a deeper thought, I decided to open a Telegram group, guys. So if you are interested in joining the Telegram group, the video will be below this. The link will be below this video. So without wasting much of your time, guys, let's jump into this one. So we are going to start, you know, with daily time frame. And if you have been watching my video, you know that the last video I made on Euro USD last weekend, I said I was expecting a pullback, a rally to the upside, something like to come here, because there is a 4-hour demand zone here. I'm sorry, there is a 4-hour supply zone here. And guys, sometimes I mistake supply zone for demand zone. I mistake it for the demand zone. So if I make such mistake, you guys should just ignore it and know that it's just a minor mistake. So there is a 4-hour supply zone around this area here. There is a 4-hour supply zone around this area. I expect this rally to the upside to come here before we see the major move to the downside. As you guys know, the overall trend of Euro USD and most US dollar pairs are bearish, like AUD USD, GBP USD, Euro USD, and New Zealand USD. They are all bearish. They are all pointing to the downside. But taking a look good at this chart now, you will see that this demand zone around this area was a weekly time frame, the demand zone, which was a very strong area. So the market break this demand zone, confirm to us that this market overall trend is now bearish. But I don't expect this market, after taking out this demand zone, to just start going to the downside, because if you looking at below here, you see there is another demand zone below here. So what am I expecting on this market? I'm expecting a rally to the upside. And as you guys know, Fibonacci plays a major role on my trading. Like, I use Fibonacci a lot. It's part of my trading. I don't like using indicators and all those stuffs because they don't really work. I only use Fibonacci just to measure the pullback of the market. And where I like to catch my Fibonacci pullback is on the 61% retracement to the 78% retracement, which I call sweet spot. You know, when market comes back, pulls back, and get into the 61% retracement to 78% retracement, the drop is always massive, and it gives more opportunity than when it comes to this 38% retracement. So I always like the pullback to come into 61% to 78% before I start looking for entry to ride the market, whether it's the upside or the downside. So looking at Euro USD right now, we see that during the week opened here, we had this candle here that struggled to the upside. Then the buying pressure here, draw it down. The second day, same thing happened before we got this massive bullish engulfing candle. So throughout the week, this is what happened throughout the week around this area. So next week, what am I expecting on this market for the coming week? And same thing, I'm still expecting to see this rally to the upside, to come to this 4 hours supply zone around this area, or comes inside this 61% retracement to 78% retracement before I see a bigger move to the downside to come and take out this demand zone here and this key level down. We ride to the downside like this. That's what I'm expecting on this market. But let's jump into our 4-hour time frame to break this one more down. As you guys know, I use 2 chart setup to trade. Whatever I draw on my daily time frame, I'll allow it to show on my 4-hour time frame. But the things I draw on my 4-hour time frame, that doesn't show on my bigger time frame. So that's why I use 2 chart setup. So let's go to our 4 hours. So on this 4-hour chart, if you have been following my channel, you will know that I use mostly what the banks are doing and what retail traders are doing to make my trading decisions. So if you are wondering what all these numbers in my charts are, these are the amount of pressure that the retail traders are putting in the market when banks are moving the market, when the high institutions are moving the market. If you take a good look at what happened here, you see that when this market was pushing to the upside, the retail traders was aggressively adding to their shorts here. And when they are aggressively adding to their short here, what does bank do? Bank will keep on pushing the price up till when those retail traders that are aggressively adding to their short start closing their short to acquire long position. Then the banks will dump the long that have been holding for the retail traders and take over the short that the retail traders are holding and drop price. And if you are looking at what's happened here, you see that this market was on 91, 93, 81, 77, 66, 71, 70. So what you can clearly see here is that retail traders was aggressive here, 83, 86, 91, 93. Then they start closing off their shorts here. So when the bank see that they are closing off their short, what did the bank do? The bank offloaded the long position they are holding, then take over the short that the retail traders are closing off and drop price. And if you look at what is happening here, when banks started dropping this price here, the retail traders started aggressively adding to their long position. They added 73, 78, 80, 94, 91, 93, 89, 70, 80, then 72 before the market closed. So what are you noticing here now? What I'm simply noticing here is that they were aggressive from 73 to 94, 91, 93. Then they start closing, retail traders start closing off their buying positions, thinking that the market is going to continue to the downside because of what the banks are doing here. Because when banks want to offload their short position, to acquire longs, they need people to take over the short position they are going to offload, for them to acquire long position. That's why they've been playing around here, doing all this. You see what happened here after this pin bar candle, this bullish candle, then the market drop again, then push back up. So all this noise around this area are banks trying to lure retail traders to give up their long positions and start acquiring short position before they will rally the market to the upside. And as you can clearly see here, the retail traders are closing off their long position to acquire short positions. See, you see 80 from 93 to 89 to 72, now currently 72, because 89, 80, 72 before the market closed. So what am I expecting here? As retail traders are closing their long positions here, I expect to see a bigger rally to the upside before we get the major drop. And if you guys know, in the last video I made last weekend, I said that I'm currently holding a long position here, which I made my entry around this area. So when the market, I made my entry around this area. When the market opened, this happened, and I saw this drop here. When this drop happened here, it was on 93. Then this started happening. I started seeing retail traders closing their long positions. It's 89, 80, 73. So I'm still holding my long positions here, and my bias hasn't changed. I'm still expecting this rally to the upside to come into this day 4 hours supply zone here before continuing to the downside. And like I said, this 4 hour supply zone can be taken out. Like looking at it, I expect it to be taken out. The bank doesn't really play the game nice the way it favors retail trader, so they will still try to do something in a way that it won't favor the retail traders. When the market gets here, they will take out this supply zone here and comes inside this 61 to 78 retail retracement of Fibonacci. We see this consolidation before we see a drop to the downside. So that's what I'm expecting. My bias hasn't changed on Euro USD at all. So let's quickly look at GBP USD. So GBP USD is the same. Looking at GBP USD here, you will see that the overall trend on this GBP USD is bearish. But am I expecting this market to just continue dropping to here? My answer is simple, no. I expect to see a rally to the upside, something like this, maybe something like this, to come inside here before we see the bigger drop. This is what I'm expecting to see on GBP USD. So let's check the 4 hour time frame. If you look, I already marked out my chart. This demand zone got taken out, this bearish engulfing happened, and throughout last week this happened. This was actually this last Friday candle, which was yesterday candle, was actually news. It's news, affected every GBP pairs. News affected all the pairs, so this big drop happened. So what am I, like I said, I'm expecting a rally to the upside before the major drop to the downside. And if you look at the 4 hour time frame here, you can clearly see that the 4 hour time frame here, you can clearly see that the retail traders buying pressure was on 85, 83, 81, 81. Now it's back to 85 here. So what am I expecting to see here? Like I said, the market can still move to the downside like this before we see this rally, like this. So it's almost the same thing with the Euro USD. So let me quickly jump on AUD USD. I was actually holding a trade on AUD USD, which I jumped in around here. Then I took out my profits here before this. So what am I expecting to see on this one? Same thing. I'm expecting a rally to the upside. As you can see, the daily time frame, this market has already contacted this demand zone around this area here. So what am I expecting to see? It's possible for this market to open and continue to push to the downside to come inside here before we see this rally to the upside before the major drop like this. This is what I'm expecting on this pair. And if you check the 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see on the 4-hour time frame here what is taking place here. The buying pressure is so high. It started from 85, 90, 93, 96. So when it gets to 96, we see this rally to the upside. The market dropped to here. We see 89, then it dropped massively here and created this pin bar, this rejection candle here, 92. So what actually happened here? This market has been making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Let me call this lower low because of this weak candle, lower low. That's why I'm expecting to see something like this. I'm expecting to see something like this, before major move to the upside, before the bigger drop. So this is what I'm expecting to see on this market, because no matter your analysis, only market structure is very important. Market structure and price action. Then you add it with other logics like what the banks are doing, what retail traders are doing, if the high institutions are adding to their long positions or they are adding to their short position. And this has been crazy for the past 1-2 years now. The high institution hasn't been interested in long position on AUD USD. The high institutions has been massively adding to their short position for the past 2 years now. And these last 2 weeks, the way they have been there, the banks has been aggressively adding to their short position. After this rally, I'm seeing a big drop on this bad boy. I'm seeing a big drop on AUD USD. So I'm actually very interested in trading AUD USD, but as you guys know, my main focus are in Euro USD. I focus more on Euro USD when it comes to all these dollar pairs, because I don't like trading so many different pairs at the same time. So I focus more on Euro USD, but I trade AUD USD and GBP USD. But when I'm trading pullbacks like this, I don't trade the pullback on all the pairs. I only trade pullbacks mostly on Euro USD and just wait for the major move to start taking place on pair like GBP and AUD, to join. Like this pullback, if it comes here and gives me a good and holds good, if when the market comes back here, because I believe this market is definitely going to rally, come down here before the bigger rally to the upside. So if this market gets to here and gives me maybe a nice bullish engulfing here, that as I see the volume of buying coming in, I see the buying momentum kicking in here, I might as well ride on this one to this supply zone before the bigger drop. And if I run my fibs here on the daily time frame like so, If I run my fibs like this, as you guys can see, this supply zone here is almost close to us. It's in 61%, almost close to 78% pullback. So I expect to see this rally like this to the upside before we see the major drop. This is what so guys, this is all I'm expecting on this US dollar pairs for the coming week. Hope you guys find this one helpful, and guys, show some love by subscribing to the channel.